Hmm. So that monkey paw curse, it actually does exist. Hey guys, Jeff aka GCurse here. It is time for another one of these videos. Oh god. In a previous video I did, I think I talked about how it is that we have a lot of detractors of DSP gaming, but we don't really see that many supporters of DSP gaming. The only one I really came across online that made a video was Pimpin' Pat, and he is one of the top tier guys who are supporters of DSP gaming. Well, recently we've been having some tourists roll through the Snort Fort, basically. We have, I think his name is Jai Hayes. It's some dumb fuck who has a whole back wall full of like vapes and everything. You can tell he's like on his last brain cell. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I flew too close to the sun. Or I guess you could also say like how the Scarlet Witch once said in that infamous scene in a Marvel's comic, No More Mutants. I apparently I must have fucking cursed us all because we have another DSP dent. Another DSP dent who has come out of the woodwork, ladies and gentlemen. And to top it off, this guy is a furry. Oh my god, seriously, where the fuck are these guys coming from? I did not realize that by me just simply saying, that you don't find many supporters of DSP online, little did I realize I was opening Pandora's box. I literally curse us all, and I am sorry.
So I was just looking through my YouTube channel and I saw that I received a lot of comments on this video in defense of Darkside Phil.
Okay, before I even really start with this, if somebody wants to, even though I kind of make a joke about it, if somebody wants to wave the flag for somebody, hey, so be it. I like to hear what people have to say for or against. It really doesn't go that way with this guy. This guy, and I use the term guy very loosely, this fucking freak. Apparently he thinks that we're all jealous because DSP jerked his meat on stream. That's right. That's where this fucking lolcow is going to be going.
aka DSPGaming. I was inspired by a Dark Souls 2 video I saw a long time ago, and I just, I had to make a video similar to that one where I just go and I defend Darkside Phil. I talk about
It's been nearly 20, I don't want to say 24 hours. It's been almost a day, though, that I've seen this video. I think I downloaded this video earlier this morning, but it's been quite a while. I honestly cannot tell if this guy is trolling or not. Normally, I can tell when somebody makes a video or somebody posts something on Facebook or X. I'm pretty good at telling if somebody's a troll or not. I can't tell if this guy's a troll or if he's just that fucking dented.
his detractors, Kiwi Farms. I talk about, a little bit of his history, like when he was playing with his Thomas Johnson on the stream.
Out of all the stuff he could literally talk about, he starts talking about DSP playing with himself. Then again, this guy is a furry. And we already know what kind of weird, fucked up people furries are.
And, I'm going to be honest, I think people that are hating on me and my comments, that are hating on him, people that are complaining that I'm a furry, people that are complaining that I have a husband, the people...
Okay, I'm going to say this as blunt and as offensive as possible, because I feel that sometimes people need to be shocked, when they're told something. That way it can fucking click. No one gives a flying fuck where you put your dick. As long as they're above the age of consent, nobody fucking cares where you put your dick. The fact you are trying to hide behind some sort of shield, you're using your sexuality as some fucking sword and shield, is fucking pathetic. No one No one gives a flying hell or flying fuck that you're gay. No, we don't fucking care. We care about the dumb fucks like you who actually think it's okay to basically defend and white knight a person who has committed tax fraud. We think it's fucking weird that somebody like you, this guy here, thinks that we're jealous because Phil beat his meat. No, that's fucking gross. That's fucking gross. And at the time that Phil beat his meat, the primary target audience he was going for was children. It still is children now, even though Phil tries to say, "Oh, I'm an adult streamer." No, he still goes after kids. That's why he has toys in the background. Yeah, I have Transformers, but I don't claim to be a kids entertainer. I'm just here. Phil, he actually says, "I'm not a children's entertainer. I'm an adult. Hey, look at my Lego. It's Yoshi and Mario, and you can do this." He still is a children's entertainer. You could have fucking talked about anything about the detractors, and yet you bring up masturbation? Are you fucking weird? Oh, never mind. He's a furry.
That are complaining that, just complaining about everything. Like, you guys sound like Phil at this point. You guys sound like DSP. All right? And I think you're jealous that DSP is in the position where he can actually play with Mr. Thomas Johnson on stream and not get penalized for it.
That's right. This is the hill that this dumb fuck wants to die on. Like I said, I'd like to hear, from both sides, 2 and 4, or 2 or 4 and against. Many subjects. I would have loved to hear what this guy had to say, regarding the bank leaks, regarding the swatting, regarding the attempt to turn off his electricity. And this guy starts with the one thing that literally Phil cannot deny. That's why I said I'm not sure this guy is a troll or he's just that fucked in the head.
You're just mad that he filmed himself, that he recorded, streamed to an entire live audience of all of his viewers, and he just pulled the biggest Chad move of all time. You're just mad.
Oh yeah. Are you mad? Hey, if you're watching me right now, Duty streams, are you mad that he beat his meat? Are you mad? Are you jealous? Hey, let me pull up another one of my viewers. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to call out another one of my viewers. Mr. William Close /X9G. Are you jealous that Phil jerked off on camera? How about Mr. Ancient Trippiers? I'm sorry if I butchered your name. Mr. Ancient Trippiers. Are you jealous that Phil jerked off on stream? What about Mr. Merker? Sorry if I butchered your name too. Are you just so upset that Phil was able to do what he did on camera and a bunch of fucking little kids? Does that make you upset? This guy literally thinks that we're jealous that Phil Burnell masturbated in front of a bunch of little kids.
I think that, you're mad that you can't do that. You can't get away with that because you would be put in prison. Like, you can't just go around and expose yourself like that on a stream. All right. You can't do that. It's, but Phil can because he has the pass for it. He's what does the younger generation?
Actually, if you really want to think about it, I'm not saying it was the total reason that Phil got booted off the platform, but if I remember correctly, Phil beat his meat on Twitch. Is Phil still on Twitch now? I'm not saying that the whole May 1st burst was the reason that Phil got the boot from Twitch, but it could have been a little bit have a little bit of a helping hand. This guy, holy fucking shit. If you're ever curious about what a dent would look like in physical form, this is it. All the things this guy could have literally talked about. He could have talked about how we were jealous of Phil, talking to Asmongold. He could have talked about how we were jealous that Phil made all that money off of Kino Casino. He could have talked about how we were jealous that Phil has a wife. He could talk about how we were all jealous of Phil having a happy family. No, he talks about Phil greasing his palm.
say aside from the Chad stuff. You know, he is a Sigma. He's a Sigma male. And you guys are little Ligma.
If Sigma males include people who are afraid to leave the house because they're afraid that they'll get the shit pushed in by anybody on the street, if a Sigma male is somebody who has to beg for money, if a Sigma male is somebody who force feeds his wife to the point that they blow up worse than the Goodyear blimp, yeah, Phil is a Sigma male then. Totally. Total Sigma male.
Males, and that's it. That's the end of the story. You guys are just mad that DSP.
Oh, we're mad. We're mad, bro. We're totally mad, bro. I'm going to start saying bro because I feel like this guy is probably one of those fucktards that goes around whatever town he lives in and he goes, hey, bro, how's it going? How's it going, fellow bros? So I'm just going to refer to this guy as bro.
He sits there and collects money all day.
Oh, you're right, bro. We're totally jealous about that, bro.
It upsets you when Phil collects money all day. Every time you see someone donate, you take a picture of the donator.
Do you have proof of this? This sounds like you're making a claim, bro. Do you have proof of this claim, bro?
Which I do not condone. Every time, Philip does something, you're there watching it. Like you zoom into his teeth like CIA enhanced.
Once again, do you have proof, bro?
And you zoom into his teeth to see if he brushed his teeth today. And you're calling me obsessed with Phil. You're saying that I have a parasocial relationship with Phil? Are you serious? And you guys are sitting there trying to zoom into his underwear to see if he wiped.
Where is this coming from? Where is this coming from? Not one person I have mentioned or talked to on my channel has ever talked about, you know what, Jeff, I really wish I could zoom in and check what's the contents of Phil's underwear. Hey, let me ask again. Hey, William Close, X9G. Do you wish you could zoom in on Phil's underpants and see what he has done? No, nobody does. This is the sickest, stupidest shit I've seen. Like I said, I can't tell this guy is trolling. If he's trolling, goddamn, he's doing a good fucking job. But I think he actually believes what he's saying.
Like, what is wrong with you? You're telling me I'm obsessed, that I'm defending Phil too hard. Well, it's funny, I didn't even mention. I left out so many details in that video.
Okay.
The entire point of the video was to say that people play pretty poorly when they stream.
Why didn't you just say that? Why didn't you literally just say that people play games very poorly when they stream? I didn't download the previous video. This is the only video from this guy that I've downloaded as of recording this. I may record the other one, or not record, but download the other one. If he literally just said, hey, you know what, maybe you guys are you taking it too hard on Phil? None of us plays games at top tier when we stream. If he just went along that line, I'm pretty sure nobody would have had a fucking problem. Instead, this fucktard decides to go this route.
Which is true. People generally do not do well on a live stream when they're playing a video game.
You're right, bro.
Right? And that's what this is about at the end of the day.
Okay, bro.
You're obsessing over some guy who just he just sits there, he plays video games, he does DSP tries it,
Okay, we're the ones that are obsessing. This is the same guy. Phil Burnell is the same guy who has obsessed over the FGC for nearly 20 years. Phil treats the FGC like they are an ex-girlfriend that fucking dumped him. I can't believe she dumped me. I can't believe it. I gave her all my life, all my time of my life, and she dumped me. That's what Phil acts like. And you're saying we're obsessive? Phil has a hate boner for the Cannon Bros. Or Cannon Brothers, however you want to pronounce their name. Yet we're the ones that are obsessed. We're the ones that have issues with Phil. Keep in mind, this is the same guy. Phil Burnell is the same guy who went on record. He went on record talking about how much he hates Review Tech USA. He would go on hour-long rants without anybody even mentioning anything about Review Tech USA. Does that sound like somebody who's well-adjusted? I don't think so.
I just went to Philip's stream yesterday, and I donated $10.
Oh my god, he's doing the meme! He's doing the fucking meme! I went and I donated money to Phil. People are trolling me! I just donated money to Phil! And they're coming out of the woodwork! They're attracting against me! Dude, proof. Fucking proof. It's like it is with Phil. Every time Phil makes a claim, I'm always like, proof? Proof? When I talk about how Phil masturbated on stream in front of people, that's for where everybody knows it. They can go online and find it. Regarding the tax evasion, it's all right there. Regarding the fact that Phil, he went on a rant against a woman because she got one of his dents to give her money, and he labeled her a slut. Oh, should I even bring up the Incel Manifesto? This guy seems like he would be a firm believer of the Incel Manifesto.
To him, I threw him $10, and I said, "Enjoy the bunt cakes, dude," because he was enjoying and eating some bunt cakes. And the first thing you guys do on Kiwi Farms, I was watching the first.
You were watching Kiwi Farms? I didn't know. Wait, is Kiwi Farms a video platform now? Hey, you get over here. I need you to find out, is Kiwi Farms a video platform? And if it is, how many people are on it? I think there's gold in this mine. I need to get on that ground floor. Find it out.
First thing you guys do is you go on Kiwi Farms and you say you insult his wife. Like, what is wrong with you?
Okay, dipshit. You want to know why people go after his wife? She openly targeted the detractors and the trolls when he first brought her out. They thought it was funny and cute to attack the people that he was currently at war with. I'm sorry, you flying fucktard. The moment she attacked the detractors and the trolls, she put herself out there. There is no innocent victims in war. There isn't. This is basically war, ladies and gentlemen. We are at war. We've been at war. It's a long, protracted war, but the moment you fucking put yourself out there and you make some sort of comment against a group of people that you don't like, you should expect there to be fucking blowback. Kat Burnell is not an innocent person in all this. She's not. In fact, she's pretty much even more of a wimp than Phil is. All it took was a few times of people just leveling on her, and her fucking ass refuses to go back on camera.
You know what? You're just proving my point. Every single negative comment I received.
My God, I gave DSPGaming money, and they gave me negative comment. It's a fucking meme. This guy is doing the literal fucking meme. I can't, like I said, I can't tell. Somebody please wake me up from this nightmare. I can't tell. Is this true? Is this real or is this a dream? I literally feel like that the war victim in the Metallica video 1, where he's like, somebody wake me up. I can't tell if I'm awake or asleep. Somebody please wake me up. That's what this is. I can't tell if this guy is a fucking troll or not. Somebody wake me up, please.
On this video, you're just proving everything I said in the video. You guys are psychopaths.
Ooh, we're psychopaths, huh? That's pretty grand coming from a guy who defends somebody who lied to his parents. Yeah, we're the psychopaths.
You guys are sociopaths. You're lonely.
This is coming from a guy who thinks that his spirit is a fucking fox. This is coming from somebody who thinks that it's okay to draw erotic art of fucking animals. But where are the sociopaths? Okay, dude. Okay, yeah. Well, we will let's let this for a minute. Okay, let's see where this goes.
And I can see the projection because some guy called me lonely, and I'm having a parasocial relationship apparently. You know,
Why are you having a relationship with Phil if you're a happily married gay guy? Apparently, you're not that happy if you openly admit you're in a parasocial relationship with another man. Oh, by the way, Phil does not like gay people. He will actively attack gay people. He will tell you that he's happily married, and then he'll probably call you stupid. So if you want to go and white flag for Phil, you may want to hide the fact that you're gay.
That is pure projection coming from them, considering what they do to Phil and stalk him, and which I don't condone. Obviously, I don't condone any sort of negative comments towards him. I don't condone any ill will. Like,
I don't condone any ill will against Phil, but I'll give ill will against people who don't like Phil.
How about you man up and stop talking about his wife? How about you just talk about the man himself if you're going to talk about him?
Well, I would, but he's too fucking afraid to come out the house.
And why don't you talk to his face instead of being a coward about it?
Oh my god, this is so dent-like. Oh, be a man and talk to Phil. How many times have people tried to talk to Phil and he runs away like a little bitch? Broside Phil. Side Scrollers. Keemstar. Kino Casino. Hell, myself. Oh, be a man and talk to... It's kind of hard to talk to somebody's face when they're a fucking piece of shit little coward that blocks everybody.
Is being a spineless coward. You are just mad that Phil is better than you in every kind of way. He looks better than you. He acts better than you. He has a better personality than you.
Oh my god. Do you think this fucktard actually nuts off to Phil? Oh my god. I think I just answered it, ladies and gentlemen. This guy, at the very beginning when he was talking about Phil beating his meat, that was projection. This guy does that to Phil. Oh my god. Oh my god. Did we find a guy who has a crush on Phil? I think we found Phil's boyfriend. Does this guy's husband know that he has a crush on a known scammer? Oh.
You know, he is everything you want to be, and that's why...
Unemployed, a beggar, destitute, lonely. No, I'm happy being the opposite of all that. I'm happy being the opposite of all that.
Hey, you go on Kiwi Farms and you document him saying, look, Philip is being transphobic. He's a chub.
Because he is transphobic. It's been documented. I will make you a bet. It probably already has. I will make you a bet on Kiwi Farms that there is an entry for this fucktard in the DSP section. I'll make you a bet that there is a section right now for this guy.
He's a World War II German soldier. He's a chud. Look, you just who cares? Who cares what he says? Why do you care? Are you that?
Why do you care what the detractors have to say then? Going by that logic, why should we care what Phil says? Why should you care what we say? Out of all the detractors I've mentioned, myself, Duty, Snort Hogan, Heaven, Kino Casino. I'm not sure about Kino Casino, but none of us have done anything that could possibly get us put in jail if it was filmed in front of a bunch of little kids.
Offended that you actually care about what he says? Is that why you document him every day? You know?
No, we document him every day to basically keep a running track record. Why did I say track record? Running track record of all the lies that he constantly perpetuates. That's why people ask him the same questions over and over again. It isn't to pick his mind and get some fucking piece of tidbit of knowledge. No, it's to see how he's going to lie the next day. And believe me, the motherfucker lies every day.
It's absolutely ridiculous. And it gets to the point where it's just obnoxious. It's like, shut up. Why do you care what Phil is doing? Why do you care what he eats today?
Why do you care what we say? Why do you care what our opinions are? It seems like this is a one-way street with Mr. TimeLierG. It seems it's like one-way street. This guy feels like it's okay to attack detractors and trolls and whatever else, but everybody else can't say a damn thing. You know what? I would love to see what LTG would think about this guy. Oh my god, that'd be fucking epic. That'd be fucking epic. Oh, and by the way, I am going to resort to a meme that somebody said on one of this guy's videos. Somebody said, I can't wait to see what Kino Casino is going to say. You know Kino Casino is going to tear this hermaphrodite limb from limb.
I couldn't imagine being so stalkerish that you actually write and do and document every single thing that he does every single day. No wonder he hates you guys. No wonder
he hates us because we call him out. It isn't that he hates us because we've done anything illegal. He hates us because we call him out about the shit that he always does.
He hates his own viewers. And then you guys try to make up these stories about him, about how he supposedly, quote unquote, stole from his mother.
He did. He did. He fucking said he did. He fucking said that she gave him money with a promise that he was going to fix his life. He failed to do that. If that's not theft, I don't know what is. If that's not a lie, I don't know what is. And oh, by the way, listen to what this guy has to say.
It's like, what is wrong with you? Why would you make something like that up? And even if he did, the bitch probably deserved it. She probably had this thievery coming towards her.
I could literally stop right now with that. Like I said, I can't tell this guy's a fucking troll or if he is just that fucking messed up in the head. This guy is literally saying that somebody deserved to be lied to and have their money stolen. Are we sure that this is not DSP under a voice filter, ladies and gentlemen? Is it just me, or is it that the dents, they have some of the most horrendous opinions or horrendous takes ever? Hell, that Jai Hayes or whatever his fucking name is, the guy, the tourist who, you know, just recently got on the scene, he attempted to use his daughter's death, if she even did exist, he attempted to use her death as some sort of tool, I guess, to go after the detractors. And now you have this piece of shit here, this walking advertisement for abstinence. You have this guy literally saying that Phil's mom deserved to be treated the way that she was. Wow. I knew that Phil's viewers were fucked up in the head. I didn't know they were this bad.
You know, like, what are you even saying to me? It's absolutely ridiculous. Honestly, when Phil was doing that thing to his dangalang on the stream,
Okay, we're going back to the beating off portion, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. That's what this guy seems to be only able to really talk about, Phil. That's why I said I think this guy actually gets off to Phil. Is this Derek? Is this Derek? I wonder, is this Derek under a voice modulator?
I bet you guys wish you could aim the camera down. I bet you wish it was a CCTV camera just so you could see what the fucking Frankenbeans looks like. That's how messed up you guys actually are. That is how silly, that's how degenerate, that's how
this guy who thinks he's a fucking furry is calling other people degenerates. Do we need to really talk about the proud history of furry people? Do we really need to go down that road? This guy is talking about other people being degenerates. It would be laughable if it wasn't so fucking sad.
Disgusting you guys are. All of you commenters that are commenting, I'm not saying it's all of you guys.
All of you commenters. Oh, I'm not saying all of you guys. All of you commenters. I'm not saying all of you. This is literally DSPGaming. Oh my god, this is just like DSPGaming. DSPGaming will literally attack one group of people, the whole group of people, and go, oh no, I'm not talking about all of you guys. That's what this idiot is doing. Oh my god. Oh my god. This guy is just like, it's like he's got DSP's mannerisms and everything. Except it isn't in a cool way like how Worski has managed to skinwalk as DSPGaming. No, it's a very sad Jade-like skinwalking.
Okay, I'm not saying it's all of you guys.
You just did, you fucktard. You literally just said less than 3 seconds ago, all of you guys. All of you. You're a fucking racist. You're a well, I can't really say racist. Well, you're some form of a cis. That's right. If people can call other people cis, I'm going to call this guy's a cis.
But there have been a lot of people.
You mean all people?
Just commenting on my video saying that I don't know what I'm talking about.
You clearly don't. You clearly don't know what you're talking about. If you knew what you're talking about, you would not be wanting to hitch your wagon to Phil Burnell.
That I didn't do enough research.
You didn't. You didn't. Your whole fucking claim here is that, oddly enough, we're jealous about what Phil did on stream over nearly, what was it, nearly a decade ago? Yeah, we're all jealous of that. Oh. Really? Okay, bro.
I literally watched every single thing that happened to Phil, every single documentation that happened to him. You know, I listened to Mediker's videos on him. I listened to Down the Rabbit Hole by Frederick Knudsen. And I was on Kiwi Farms. I was watching his thread.
Okay, so he only listed like 3 sources. Frederick Knudsen, that other fucktard, whatever his name is, and Kiwi Farms. Apparently, these are the only 3 sources for the last near 20 years of fucking degeneracy that Phil has perpetuated. 20 years nearly, and it can be boiled down to 3 people, or 3 examples.
And that was only from like 2020 or something that the thread was. So I was, watching him and looking at what people are saying about him beforehand as well. It's just, it wasn't ever to the point where it became an obsession with me.
Oh, wait. So it's an obsession when he wants to go and attack people and attack people and say that we're all jealous and all that. That's okay. But when we call out Phil for everything that he does, which has been fucking chronicled, I think Phil Burnell has been chronicled more than the Dead Sea Scrolls. But when we chronicle Phil and make sure that everybody has a chance to know what this parasite is like, we're the wrong guys.
So you're telling me that I didn't do enough research on him?
You didn't.
Nothing to do with the video. It has nothing to do with the video. You're just angry that Phil is a fucking Chad. You're just angry that...
Why would I not be shocked if this piece of shit actually has a septum ring and pink hair? This guy literally sounds like that. He literally sounds like that. Oh, and by the way, if you do have pink hair and a nose ring, take that shit out. Phil hates you for it.
Phil fucking owns the internet. Phil is the everlasting content creator.
Everlasting cockroach? Yeah. But there are a hell of a lot better content creators out there, dude. Bro.
As much as I hate that word, he is an everlasting video maker. He has brought so much enjoyment to others that you'll never bring to others.
Name 10 people who this guy's brought. Name 10 people that Phil's brought joy to. Please. And I can name you 1,000 that he doesn't. Here, I will name 5 people right off the top. Liana, John Rambo, Howard, Respect the Pact. Let's see here. I gotta make this last one very, very... I gotta hammer this one home. Let's see. Oh, that's right, his fucking parents. That was actually 6 if you count the parents as separate people. Name 10 people that Phil has brought joy to. Please. I beg you, shithead.
Because you're not like Phil.
I don't want to be like Phil. If being like Phil meant having to stay home and beg for money, that's a life I would not want. If my choice was either exterminating my own life or living like Phil Burnell, I'd be thinking about the latter, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to lie. I would not be thinking about wanting to become like Phil.
Tell me when you make other people laugh like Phil does.
How's Phil made people laugh? How? Give us a fucking example. Can you give me an example? How has Phil made people laugh?
Tell me when you're having your videos parodied around, saying like, "This is how you don't play." Tell me when.
This is how you don't play came into creation because Phil takes himself too fucking seriously. Phil would literally go out and say that he was the very best overall gamer in the entire world. At any time he could pick up a controller and play at a top tier. And then right after he says that, he would fuck up at game after game after game after game after game after motherfucking game, over and over and over and is somebody who can pick up a controller and play at a professional level. Is that somebody who should be fucking up at every game that they play? No, his ego, Phil's ego, is what caused this is how you don't play.
That happens to you. All right, tell me when people are talking about you. Nobody's talking about you.
Oh God, nobody's talking. Who cares? This guy has such a fucking hate boner for the detractors. Please, on the doll, can you show us where the detractors hurt you?
What, are you kidding me? And that's why I'm not even going to show your comments on the stream. I'm not even going to give you the satisfaction.
You want to know why he's not going to show the comments? Because I'm pretty sure the comments are not that bad. Now, this guy he is literally living the meme right now. He's living the meme of, I gave Phil money and they're being mean to me. That's the meme that this guy is playing.
You know, and I bet you donated to Phil too. I bet you have a secret alt account where you.
Oh my God, he's actually trying to sound serious and he's fucking laughing. He can't even make. Okay, this guy has to be a troll. Congratulations, you had me going for a little bit there, Mr. TimeLierG. You had me going. Okay, I think it's official. This guy's a fucking troll.
I bet you have a secret alt account where you actually donate to Phil in private because of how much of a god he actually is. And I'm not even, I'm not even joking right now. Just like my first video, I'm not even joking. I bet my hard-earned money that you guys.
I really doubt this guy has a fucking job. I just don't. I think that this guy is another Derek, a slightly smarter Derek, but I think this guy's a Derek.
From your basement, you know.
Oh my God, he's doing the DSPGaming. Oh my God. This guy is drinking the Kool-Aid he's hitting the Kool-Aid so fucking hard. Is he going to talk about eating Doritos and drinking Fanta or Faygo or something? Is that what he's going to say next?
You take your allowance and you just donate to Phil because.
No, that would be Jade. That would be Jax Raxer. That would be Princess Luna. That would be all of Ryan's sock accounts. Isn't that the detractors, dude?
You don't have anything else in your life. You want to see him read your name. You have orgasm.
We can literally do that by just fucking trolling the guy on the chat. We don't have to pay him. Does this idiot realize that you can actually get Phil to jump through hoops like the fucking monkey that he is by just saying something, and it will most likely get a reaction? You don't have to pay Phil. The people that pay Phil are fucktards.
Orgasmic thoughts every time you donate to Phil and he accepts your money and he calls you a pig for it. You're a little pay piggy. Oink, 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 oink. That's all you do is you just give Phil money. You give Phil your attention. You zoom into his mouth, his lips.
What is this obsession with this guy and zooming? I don't even fucking. How do you fucking zoom on YouTube? How do you zoom on YouTube? Can somebody? Hey, you get over. Okay, I know you're looking into that information about Kiwi Farms and the video platform. This takes precedence. God damn it! How do you zoom in on a video on YouTube? I don't care. Just find out.
Just to see if he brushed his teeth that day because you care for him that much. That's it. I hit the sweet spot. It's because you guys actually care for him.
Oh my god, I own the detractors. That's it. This is just like Phil when he goes, I disagree with something. See, therefore I debunked it. Oh god, this guy has proven absolutely fucking nothing. He's just talked about a bunch of fucking useless shit. Whereas everybody who critiques him is literally able to give him example after example after example after example. Can you please point out this information about where the detractors want to zoom in on Phil?
For him. That's why you do everything that you do. You want to see him be better. You want to see him do better. You want to see him build back better. You want to see him broke back better.
This guy definitely wants to see something broke back.
That's everything that you're doing right now is to benefit Phil. Everything, and you don't like it. That's why you're attacking.
Oh my god, we gotta get where the fuck is is Kino Casino on another fucking vacation? Somebody contact Kino Casino. Tell them to get their fucking lazy asses back on the platform. They got some work to do. Chop chop. Hey, don't. I don't pay you for this shit. Yeah, I know I don't pay you at all. Don't fucking mess with me. Find out where Kino Casino is.
Me now, you know, you're saying all this stuff to me that I don't even care about.
I don't even care about any of the stuff you're saying, but I'm going to make a video about it.
You know, I could be off doing something else.
But he's here talking about something that apparently doesn't bother him that he still needs to talk about.
And you guys are just, I'm not even paying attention to you guys. All right.
I'm not paying attention to you guys, but I'm making this video about you guys.
But I took the time and I read the comments.
I'm not going to pay attention to you guys, but I'm going to give you guys the time of my day.
And you guys you post the most soylent looking comments I've ever seen in my life. It is the gayest comments.
A furry talking about other people being gay.
I've ever seen. And then you try to call Phil quote unquote transphobic. Now let me play this clip for you right here.
Oh my god, is he actually going to get this some proof? Okay, let's see this.
Let me play this clip for you. Right? Let me go back real fast. I played it once before. Here we go. All right, so there's this monster in the Silent Hill 2 remake, which I don't approve of, by the way.
Why? Because the legs look too feminine for your likes?
There's some really weird symbols in this game that are very strange. Go look at
this guy who is a fucking furry. This guy thinks that his god animal is a fucking tortoise. Is talking about how shit in Silent Hill is too strange. Really, motherfucker?
The Firelink Conspiracies channel, if you want to see that.
Actually, no, I don't want to see any fucking channel that this dipshit suggests.
He makes very good videos.
Take all your genders and shove. Don't care what your gender is. You're dead now. You filthy.
See, what Phil just said right there. We don't care about your genders. We don't care about what you're trying to push on us, you creeps. What is wrong with what he just said right there? What is wrong with what he just said? You guys have been trying to push this shit for the past, since it was around 2015 when you guys spawned in on the internet.
Apparently the detractors did not spawn in until 2015. God damn. Did this guy do any research at all? Holy fucking shit. And by the way, Phil was saying that for effect, I guess you could say.
You just came out of nowhere.
Oh, and by the way, the sudden abrupt ending of that video, that was not me. That was on that guy. This guy apparently he must have got into some sort of fucking rant, and he ended up basically just stopped recording right then. He's like, oh my god, what a fucking ride that was. What a fucking ride. Holy shit. Holy shit. Like I said, I apologize, everybody. I apologize. I did not realize by simply saying that there are not that many, supporters of DSP on the internet that make videos. Little did I realize that I was going to be fucking us over. I am so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so sorry. We are now living in the end days. I opened Pandora's box, and all hell is breaking loose.